Hi, my name is Edmund Villarreal and I'm from Roseville, North Carolina. What do I do for a living? I manufacture and sell the all-weather fire starter. The all-weather fire starter is a tool that can be used under any conditions, such as rain, sleet, or snow, which makes it a great survival tool. So if you're a camper, hiker, hunter, fisherman, or survivalist, the all-weather fire starter is going to be a great tool to have with you. But also what we're doing is we're taking it from a survival tool to a home tool. Now you're at home, you want to cook some hamburger steaks and hot dogs, well, it can start your gas grill, your charcoal grill, your fire pit, your burn barrel, or your fireplace. So the all-weather fire starter can transition from a survival tool to a home tool, which makes it super cool. So what's so interesting and cool about the all-weather fire starter is that it's so versatile and can be used in so many different ways. For instance, you can use it at your home to start your gas grill, charcoal grill, fire pit, or your burn barrel, or as a survival tool to start a fire. And as you know, fire can purify your water, cook your food, keep the animals away, and keep you warm at night. But there's also a couple of other things I want to show you about the all-weather fire starter. Lately, you've been hearing a lot about people out in the wilderness who are lost in an emergency situation. They can't find their way out. You can use the flint as a signal device to signal for help. Literally, you're going to shoot these up in the air about 6 feet, 8 feet, 10 feet, and they're going to see you from a mile away. Another cool thing about the all-weather fire starter is the handle. All the handles that we have a special coating on them. That's important. You're out in the woods, it's pouring down rain, you can't find anything dry. Check this out. That coating on the handle, it protects the inside of the wood, keeping the wood dry. So now you're going to use your own handle as your material to start your fire. And this will even work if it's wet, which is super cool. Voila, and you got a fire. So why would people want this product? I think once they see how simple, easy, and safe it is to use to start your gas grill, charcoal grill, fire pit, or your burn barrel, or if you're an outdoor enthusiast, how easy it is to start your campfire, I think it's going to be a no-brainer. The all-weather fire starter has science behind it also, with the magnesium that burns at a high temperature. So if you're an outdoors person where the temperatures get cold, the all-weather fire starter is going to start your fire up quickly, easily, and keep you warm all night long. So, is the all-weather fire starter fully patented? Absolutely, and yes. I finally received my patent last year in December, and I'm so excited and I can't believe it, but I'll share more with it on the sharks when I see them on Shark Tanks, and I think they're going to find it very interesting. And how far along are we with our business and product? I'm happy to say we have just hit the 25 years of being in business and selling the all-weather fire starters. Now that's huge and it's exciting because as a small businessman like myself, it's great, and so I can't wait to share more of that with the sharks and to go into more detail. Thank you. And is the all-weather fire starter currently making money? Absolutely, and yes. I'm not getting rich, but I am fortunate to have a great product that has been financially consistent over the last 25 years. And so I'm hoping with an investment from the sharks that I can continue for another 25 years or plus with the all-weather fire starter. All right, now to the cool part. We get to the demonstration of the all-weather fire starter. Now, I love this video that I made, and I hope you enjoyed too. I'm telling you what, it's beautiful. I'm gonna go Hollywood, it's beautiful. I feel like Bear Grylls. I feel like I'm in the helicopter taking off. You gotta watch this video. Take a look at it.
Whether you're hunting, camping, or hiking, don't leave home without the all-weather fire starter. It has 5 powerful tools that could save your life. The flint steel produces a shower of sparks at over 1100 degrees of heat. The military-grade magnesium burns at up to 3000 degrees. There is also a liquid-filled compass that glows in the dark. The handle is made of combustible material that can be used as tinder. And for emergency situations, signal up to a mile away with a shower of sparks. Also during daylight hours, use the survival mirror to signal help. Don't let your loved one leave home without the all-weather fire starter.
Hi, welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I had such a great time flying in the helicopter and making it. Now, are there other variations or other similar items out there? Absolutely. The majority of them right now are just using the flint or a ferro rod, and they exclude the combustible handle and the soft magnesium. Now, the other versions that do have magnesium, they're using a harder magnesium. Now, that's very challenging to scrape off and then to ignite it. So I would think what differentiates the all-weather fire starter than other similar items is that we're using a softer magnesium and a combustible handle. And I think that's what sets our product apart than anything else out on the market. All right, so then how did I come up with this amazing fire starter? Well, about 25 years ago, I saw just a basic, simple model. And then all I did throughout these last 25 years was just redesign it. Tried, test, bought different variations of the fire starters, and then I finally settled on one that I thought was the best. So that's why I have the all-weather fire starter. But then, a little bit more research and development, I was able to submit a patent for the next generation fire starter, which is going to be off the charts, and that's going to be super cool. So yeah, 25 years ago, saw a simple basic model. All I did was make a better mousetrap, redesign it, practice, test, and then now I got a patent on the next variation. Thank you. Now we get to sales. Well, last year I grossed $15,000 with my net profit being $10,000. This year, from January 1st to today, I've grossed $16,000 with my net profit being $11,000. My projected sales for this year are going to be $35,000 with my lifetime sales being $450,000. Now, the reason for those numbers, one word, COVID. 95% of my sales come from Boy Scout shows, camping shows, gun shows, hunting and fishing expos, survival shows, festivals, craft shows, flea markets, and such things like that. And all those things have one thing in common, gatherings. And we know because of COVID, gatherings were not permitted. So my numbers tanked, they sunk, I lost everything. So it was a bad year for me. Things are starting to look better though. This year, shows are starting to open up again. Craft shows, gun shows, hunting and fishing expos, Boy Scout events, festivals, they're all starting to open up again, which is good for me because that means more sales this year. And I think next year, as things open up a little bit more, my sales are going to be a lot stronger, and I'm looking forward to that. What does my company mean to me? It's everything, of course, but two words: financial freedom. All my life, I have been living with my friends, my family, renting apartments, finding roommates off of Craigslist, living with them for years at a time. And so what I would like to do is finally set down some roots, maybe buy a small house, put a picket fence around it, and hopefully that would be it. So I'm hoping that the Sharks will invest in the company and see my vision for the product and help me get it to the next level, which will mean financial freedom for me. And I would be so grateful for that. Now for an interesting story about my life. Well, when I was a little kid, my dad, who was in the military, was stationed in Asmara, Ethiopia. And at that time, we were on base, and the Emperor of Ethiopia, King Haile Selassie, came to our school to visit with us. And in return, 2 children from the school were to present the Emperor with a bouquet of flowers, just as a gesture saying thank you for coming to our school and visiting with us and meeting with us. And it was a huge deal, huge deal. And so I was one of those little kids chosen to present the Emperor with a bouquet of flowers. And in return, he gave me a beautiful golden coin. And I wish I could still say I had that to this day, but I don't have it anymore. But it was a truly, truly neat moment that I'll never forget, and all the other people around me. So that's my interesting story, is meeting the Emperor of Ethiopia, King Haile Selassie. Now, what is the biggest challenge of my business so far? I would have to say manufacturing. For the last 25 years, I have been sitting in my 10 by 10 storage unit, manufacturing by hand all-weather fire starters, which is good and bad. Good, you get a beautifully handcrafted product. Bad, if I get an order for 100, I'm sunk. So my biggest challenge right now is automation and mass production. And that's the only way I will be able to get to the next level. And so I'm hoping that the Sharks will see that in the pitch and then understand it and see what I'm talking about, my vision, and hopefully they will invest in the product to help me to get over that hump to the next level, which will take me to financial freedom. Now, this is the last thing I want to say. And first of all, thank you so much for this opportunity of possibly being on Shark Tank, which is great, huge, and exciting. And I'm on cloud 9. So thank you for this opportunity. But I would like to do something that's never been done before on Shark Tank, and it's this. I want to set a Guinness Book of World Record. Never been done before. And basically it's this. I'll bring a representative with me from the Guinness Book of World Record, and he will verify and certify that it is a world record. So what it is I will stand 6, 8, 10, 12 feet away from a ring of fire. So the ring, and we'll have cotton balls around it, and it'll be at a distance of 6, 8, 10, and 12 feet. And I'll be able to start a fire at that distance using the all-weather fire starter. That will do a couple of things. One, it will allow the sharks to see that, hey, this is the best product on the planet. And 2, I get to set a Guinness Book of World Record. And 3, it's something that Shark Tank has never done before. So I think it'd be cool. Why not? Let's try it out. Let's see what happens. But, and anyway, thank you for this opportunity. And I hope to see you guys real soon. Take care.